talk to local leaders who are weighing in on this situation.
He joins us live downtown with more on their reaction. Todd?
Well, Jake, as we wait to see if Jeffrey Strasser will face charges following his arrest on this corner last week, we've uncovered documents from a high-profile case back in 2004. Now, during testimony, a training officer spoke about what is and isn't allowed when using those so-called focus strikes.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
It's these punches that have attorney Jonathan Safran calling out police.
So that's the part that's a concern for me, when you see the officer striking him in the back of the head.
Police call them focus strikes and claim the officer needed to use them to get Jeffrey Strasser under control. Officers told us when they pulled Strasser over, he was legally drunk and nearly hit several people with his friend's Lamborghini.
It would not be something that an officer would generally be trained or allowed to do for someone prone laying down on the ground to strike them in the head or face.
Safran knows a lot about police policy because he represented Frank Jude. Several off-duty officers beat Jude at a party. During Jude's trial, prosecutors put a lieutenant who trains officers on the stand. When asked if it's okay to use a focus strike on someone who's lying down, the lieutenant testified, "It is not permissible. It is addressed and it is not permissible." Prosecutors went on to ask, what are the target areas for focus strikes? And the lieutenant answered, focus strikes would be the lower chest, abdomen, diaphragm area, your elbows, knees, front part of your shin. Safran tells us police have a right and duty to protect themselves while making arrests, but insists officials need to take a closer look at what happened.
Make that officer subject to investigation and review, and possibly review by the district attorney's office.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
And as we know, that case is under investigation right now. Now, I reached out to the police department today to get more information on whether there has been a change of policy since that case back in 2004. And so far, I haven't heard anything from the department. On your side, reporting live from Water and Juneau, Todd Hicks, today's TMJ4.
Todd, was there anything else at all that stood out in the video?
Well, in that video, you can see a police officer standing just feet away with his hands on his hips. Now, Safran told me he finds that very suspect. He said, had this been a case of really resisting an arrest, he believes that officer would have helped out the fellow officers to get Strasser under control.
Interesting point.
Yeah.
Thank you, Todd.